Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. We are going to study today about amines, the nomenclature of amine, introduction of amine, and physical properties of amines. Let's start with the amines. First of all, what is the formula of amines? So basically, uh, when NH2, sorry, when NH2 group is attached with R alkyl radical, so this is known as amine. Fine. Let's start with the details of these amines. Amines constitute an important class of organic compound derived by replacing one or more hydrogen atom of ammonia molecule by alkyl or aryl group. As we all are familiar with this thing, that what is aryl group? Aryl group means you can have any of the benzene ring attached with the NH2 group, and if you are attaching the R group in NH2 to it, means that it is a alkyl amines. Fine. Aryl amines or alkyl amines. Amines can be considered as derivative of ammonia because we are actually using ammonia NH3 and we are just subtracting one hydrogen from this one, and we are having NH2, and this NH2 is going to attach with the R or aryl. That's what I have explained it. So they can be considered as derivative of ammonia obtained by replacement of one, two, or all of the three hydrogen atom by alkyl or aryl group. So what does it means? It means that we don't need to have all of the three hydrogens attached with the ammonia. We can remove all these three hydrogens and we can replace them with R or aryl benzene rings. So still they will be considered as amines. This is the example given here. As you can see, it is about CH3NH2, and these are the different example. This is first example. This is primary amine, example of alkyl amine. फिलहाल हम लोग इसको देख रहे हैं. This is the C6H5 attached with the NH2 group. Then we have C double methyl group attached with the NH, and then you can see we have triple CH3 attached with the nitrogen group. So let's start with the classification of amines. We have, as we have discussed in the primary, secondary or tertiary alkyl halide, so same it goes with the amine case also. If we have now check, if we have just one alkyl radical attached with the NH2 group, so it is known as primary amine, or the common name is methylamine. You can just read the word methyl and this one is amine. Then you have, what is this? This is dimethyl, and because this NH group is having two alkyl radicals attached with this, so this is considered as secondary amines. And then obviously the tertiary amines concept is if it is having three alkyl radicals attached with that part, so it is still considered as amine. But do keep this thing in your mind that these all are common naming. Like, this is not IUPAC naming, these are the classification according to the trivial or common names. So let's start with the nomenclature. Nomenclature of amines, it also includes few of the rules. First rule, from the names of alkyl groups bonded with two nitrogen followed by the suffix amines, we have to, what does it mean? We have to add amine word at the end. The prefixes di, tri and tetra are used to describe 2, 3 or 4 identical substituents. Let's start. This one is the methylamine, this is dimethylamine, this is trimethylamine, and these are three structures which we have seen in the previous slide. Next we have ethylamine. What does it mean? That you have NH group, and NH group is on the one side we have methyl group, on the other side we have ethyl group, C2H5. This is what this structure means. Then you have secondary butylamine. Secondary butylamine, as you can see the structure, let me zoom it for you so you can see it clearly. This is your secondary butylamine, or you can also call it primary amine. What does it mean? That this is NH, this is your NH group, and it is having this butyl butyl radical attached with this group, and it is in the form of secondary form. So this is known as secondary butylamine. Okay, or then this is a primary example of primary amine. Why it is an example of primary amine? Because obviously this NH is having just one alkyl radical attached and two hydrogens with that, so this is primary radical. Okay, now the third one is it is 1 minute. Okay, this one is terbutylamine. Now check if this is how this is formed. This NH2 group is also having one terbutyl radical attached with that part, so it is also example of a primary amine, but the name is terbutylamine. Fine. Why we are saying it terbutylamine? Because इसको तो हम अमाइन ही कहेंगे, इस NH2 ग्रुप को, तो इसको आप कैसे नाम दोगे? ये जो चार आपके साथ इस तरह लगे हुए हैं, सो इनको आपने टर कहना है. द स्ट्रक्चर इज़ नॉट टर्शरी अमाइन, डोंट यू मिक्स इट. स्ट्रक्चर इज प्राइमरी अमाइन, बट दिस बिकॉज ऑफ दिस टर स्ट्रक्चर विच इज अटैच विद दिस अमाइन, so we are saying it terbutylamine. Similarly, this is the case with secondary butylamine also. Obviously this is the primary amine, example of a primary amine, but this group which is attached with in this form, so this is a secondary butylamine. सही है, it is not N, it is secondary, that's why हम इसको ये कह रहे हैं. Now the एक benzenoid structure एक दो देख लेते हैं इसके अंदर. if you check it, so this one is cyclohexylamine. Why we are saying it cyclohexylamine? Because obviously the name is cyclohexyl because it is a cyclic group, and this is hexane also, but it is not pure hexane because there is NH2 group attached. If there is NH2 group attached, so it is aryl. now अगर ये simple ऐसे होता तो हम इसको आईयूपैक नेमिंग में तो हम इसको साइक्लोहेक्सेन ही कहेंगे, बट इन द कॉमन नेमिंग इट इज़ साइक्लोहेक्साइलामाइन. ये इसका नाम है, सही, अमाइन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस थिंग एंड साइक्लोहेक्साइल बिकॉज दिस थिंग. नेक्स्ट इज इट इज़ बेंजाइलामाइन, एंड बेंजाइलामाइंस मीन्स के यू आर हैविंग ट्रिपल बॉन्ड इन दैट, एंड वी आर शोइंग इट विद द सर्कुलर फॉर्म. यू इट्स अप टू यू whether you want to show with the bond form or in the circular form. So it is benzylamine. This is a structure of benzylamine, and all these naming are from the common naming. Now let we check the IUPAC namings of alkyl of these amines. The longest constituent chain of carbon atom determine the root name. The E in alkane name is changed to amine, and a number shows the position of the amino group along the chain. And now let we check, मतलब rules पढ़ने से ज़्यादा let we check the example so that the concept should be clear to you. Let's we start with the first example. As you can see, हम लोगों को करना क्या है? We have to select the longest carbon chain. This is the rule, and the rule remains same according to IUPAC. This is the longest chain, and it is containing 4 carbon in that, and just mention the amino group present on the carbon. So you can say 2 amino butane and 2 butane amine, both are correct. So as it is written in our book in that form, so I am going with that part also, 2 butane amine. Now check the second part. As you can see, we have on the one side we have amine group which is at first carbon, and secondly we have alkyl radical from the left, from your left side. Okay, so we have to consider this amine group first. We will give preference to the functional group, and we will simply write the alkyl chain name first. I think you are familiar with these rules because we have studied a lot of we have made a lot of practice with the different functional groups, so again it is repeating. So we are just replacing this all the previous lectures which we have discussed according to amine. So that's the only difference. So we are going to name that according to 3-methyl 1-butane amine. And why we are saying it 3-methyl? Because at the third carbon we have a methyl radical, and at the first carbon we have a amine. So we will just and count the number of the carbons, and we have 4 carbons, so that's why we are saying it 3-methyl 1-butane amine. Now check the third part, and the third part is this one which I am discussing, and it is let's we start with the longest carbon chain. We have 4 carbon chain here, and the carbon chain include simple we have if we check this form, so we will simply mention that what thing is attached with the with this part. So we will mention that it is a N-methyl. Why we are saying it N-methyl? Because it's a simple methyl carbon, 1 carbon chain. And if we are having iso or ter, and it may happens that we are having यहाँ पर we have iso or we have a ter-butyl or some kind of structure, so we will mention that part with that. But right now we are having just simple methyl radical, so we will say N-methyl 2-butane amine. And why we are saying it N-methyl 2-butane amine? because आपके पास सेकंड कार्बन के ऊपर जो है ये चीज़ अटैच थी, सो दैट्स वाई इसको हम ये नाम दे रहे हैं. लास्ट स्ट्रक्चर हम लोग अगर देखते हैं, सो लेट्स वी स्टार्ट एंड लेट्स वी चेक. इफ़ यू चेक here we have 1 and 2 and like this is the chain. So first of all the preference will be given to the straight chain, as this is the straight chain, but the name should be, and first of all you have to count the जो भी आपके पास स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं, स्ट्रक्चर्स अगर आप देखते हो यहाँ पर, तो इनको अगर आप काउंट करते हैं, सो लेट्स वी स्टार्ट एंड लेट्स वी चेक इट फ्रॉम दिस साइड. So we have at the second carbon and at the fourth carbon. Here we have methyl, here we have methyl, so 2 4 N के बाद टेट्रामिथाइल इसको क्यों कह रहे हैं, बिकॉज आपके पास यहाँ पर अगर आप स्ट्रक्चर को देखते हो, एक मिनट, ओके. सो इसको हम नेम किस तरह से दे रहे हैं, लेट्स वी स्टार्ट. कि आपने यहाँ पे देखा, ये आपके पास एक अल्काइल रेडिकल है, एक ये अल्काइल रेडिकल है, कहाँ पर मौजूद है, वी कैन सी इट्स वी हैव एट 4 कार्बन एंड एट सेकंड कार्बन, एंड लेट्स वी मेंशन दीज ऑल्सो. एंड इसको हम लिखने के तरीके बहुत होते हैं, बट हेयर वी आर मेंशनिंग इट विद एन. सो यू कैन सिंपली, यू विल फर्स्टली यू हैव टू मेंशन द अल्काइल रेडिकल वेयर दे आर प्रेजेंट. सो इट्स एट सेकंड, इट्स एट 4 एंड इट्स विद एन. सो यू विल सिंपली से 2 4 एन मीन्स कि आपका अमाइन जो है 2 4 एन tetramethyl and 3 hexane amine. Why 3 hexane? Because from this side if you name it 1 2 3, so at third carbon you are having amine group, so it's and the chain contain 6 carbons, so you will say 2 4 N tetramethyl 3 hexane amines. Okay, then we have a physical properties of amines, but before starting it I skipped that part. Okay, so let's we start with the aryl groups naming, nomenclature for aryl groups. So we have these are actually यहाँ पर जो these structures, these they need practice, they don't have any rules normally. इनको हम simple नाम देते हैं, इनका आपने वही वाली बात है कि इनको आपने याद करना है. Let's we start with the first part. If we have benzene ring, if we have a benzene ring and it has NH2 group attached with that, so the name is aniline. If you have if you have methyl group attached on the second carbon, so it is orthotolidine. If you have methyl group attached on the third carbon, as you know, these are the position for the meta, ortho and para for benzene rings, so this is metatolidine. Then you have a paratolidine, so these are different. Tolidine तो इसका नाम है, तो you are going to mention ortho, para and meta according to the position attached. Then you have, if you check this structure, this is N dimethyl aniline and dimethyl aniline. Aniline because of the N group having two of the bond with any of the hydrogen के साथ भी हो सकते हैं. You can replace these hydrogens with alkyl radical also. So this is N dimethyl aniline. Okay, and then you have diphenylamine. Diphenylamines means कि you have two phenyl rings attached with the amine group. So this is diphenylamine. And then if you can see it, hopefully you can see it clearly, it is N-methyl aniline. N-methyl aniline means कि this is the N group and it is having a methyl group attached with that part. One valency is satisfied with the hydrogen and the second is with methyl group, and this is N-methyl aniline. And the last part is N-ethyl aniline. And why it is so? Because it is N-methyl, it is N-ethyl, and it is aniline. Fine. So aniline के structure और tolidine के structures मैंने आपको यहाँ पर एक सिखाए हैं. These are the rules for the nomenclature of I have explained you trivial naming and IUPAC naming of amines. Hopefully it is clear to you. In the next video I am going to explain the physical properties of aniline, sorry, not aniline, of amines. Okay, so that's all about this lecture, and I'm going to do watch the next video. Okay, thank you.